We first came to St. Jude in December 2017. She had a relapse of acute myeloid leukemia, AML. So she had been in remission for just over a year. On a routine blood test, we discovered that it was back. And within a week, we were here in Memphis. They really take care of everything. You know, you get your schedule and you have so many appointments, right, Zoe?
In the first week.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
In the first week, it's very busy. But you just feel like they have it under control. They know what you're doing. They're very open with, you know, this is going to be, you know, roughly your schedule. And yeah, you just feel embraced. You just have to think about her as the human, not the sickness, but the human. And they deal with the sickness. They deal with, you know, as I said, housing. They deal with, you know, your food. Like, you are just looked after. It really is like kind of coming home. We're just back on a 1-year post-transplant checkup for a week. So we're staying at Tri-Delta Place, the sort of short-term hospital accommodation. When we were here for our 7-month stint, we were at Target House, which is, you know, 2-bedroom apartment. We had our own kitchen. My husband and our other daughter were able to come and live in Memphis as well. It just enabled us to stay as a family, you know, to just concentrate on that, you know, family unit and still be a family. I would be able to, you know, because my daughter was able to be here, our other daughter, I was able to have, you know, because I was always with Zoe, so I was able to have nights where her and I would just go out for pizza and I would just have that one-on-one time with her because I'd been focusing so much on Zoe. You know, it was nice to have time with our other daughter and have, you know, be able to have my husband, you know, there and for us to be able to, you know, talk about what was going on, and it was really helpful and supportive.
If you weren't there, Dad was.
Yeah, if I wasn't there, my husband was there for Zoe. That's right. When I think back now, I think sometimes how did we do that? But when you're in it and you're here, this is such a happy place. It sounds silly, but it really is a happy place. You know, we kind of say like it's Disneyland for cancer, because you come, everyone's so happy, there's hugs, there's, you know, always smiles. They've got it under control.
I think the one biggest memory that I might have is when I was getting Charlotte's bone marrow.
Oh.
Like, that was just the biggest day.
Yeah, her sister was her bone marrow donor. So on the bone marrow floor, they're very strict about the number of visitors you're allowed in the room. Normally only 2 at a time. So we could never actually, when she was on the bone marrow floor, we could never all be together. But the day of Zoe's bone marrow transplant, her sister was allowed to be in the room that day with her because she was the one that donated. And honestly, that day felt, you know, that feeling on Christmas Day, like the special Christmas Day or Thanksgiving, when you're kind of like, there's a feeling about that day. So that bone marrow transplant day, we were all in there together, watching that bone marrow, you know, go into Zoe was so special. That was the most, we will never forget that day. That was really, we will never forget that day. That was a really special, the most special day, the most special day. The gift that her sister was able to give her, yeah.